Da-da-da-da-da, bitch. Let me brush my hair because I'm looking crazy right now in these streets, boy. Y'all, pardon me. You know, all I do is put coconut oil in my shit, more like coconut sugar. You feel me? And if it sound like it's loud and that it hurts, shit, sometimes it do. You know. But I have to have my people. Okay? We here. What's happening, motherfuckers? It's the biggest of homies, Federal Ranga. This is the draft, which stands for that's real as fuck, though. Now, clean that off for y'all, boys. In my brand new setup and shit, because, you know, had to turn some things around. What an amazing weekend. What a busy weekend. Valentine's Day. How was your Valentine's Day? I hope your Valentine's Day was straight. If it wasn't, too bad. If you got laid, great. If you didn't, that's cool. You had no chances of catching nothing because you kept it to your damn self. My hairline crooked as fuck. What the fuck? I said I gotta brush this shit again, bro. My shit look wild, uneven. What the fuck, dog? You see the name of the title, man. Teflon Don. And I'm not talking about Rick Ross because that was a long time ago. Okay. As you've seen, as far as, you know, the hearings regarding Dope 45, you know, our former president of the United States, as much as it may pain a lot of you niggas to say it, he was our president. And probably the one we fucking needed to see just how low shit can go. Honestly. But he's out. Niggas tried to hit him with the yang and he walked away. Scot free. Again. Then, as far as the impeachment hearing is concerned, we ain't got nowhere yet. The fuck y'all waiting for? Here's what's on the line at this point. So the man gets acquitted. We all know what time it is. He's rich, white privilege, former president. What the fuck you expect? Like, this is 2021. Nothing surprises me anymore. And then on top of that, we're still stalling on impeachment. Now, obviously, for those of you that even give a fuck what impeachment would mean for a former president, if he is impeached for the second time, he would be ineligible at any point in his fucking life to run for office again. But nigga, I can see it now. I predict. In fact, I hope that the impeachment falls through. I would not mind seeing this nigga get a second fucking term. I don't. I don't mind. I can't explain to you why it's entertainment gold. And despite all the numerous bullshit this man has pulled and gotten away with, is the country really in a worse place than when he fucking started? Debatable. Is he directly responsible for it? Possibly. I mean, my man Moff made an interesting point a few months ago. He said, listen, Trump's presidency wasn't necessarily terrible until last year when the pandemic kicked off. Did he say some bullshit? Sure. Did he try to do some bullshit? Absolutely. But like, realistically speaking, the one thing he did that affected everybody was the poor handling of the pandemic. Straight up. Like, he handled it poorly. And that's what had niggas going, I don't know about this. It is what it is. But what does this mean, ultimately? Okay, they can run again. Are you going to vote for this thing again? I'm not. And to be honest, I predict that a good chunk of those people that actually did vote for Donald Trump in 2020 are going to die between now and 2024. And that's if he can and chooses to run for president again in 2020. Well, 2024. But honestly, I feel like after everything this nigga went through, I don't think even he wants to do this shit again. But I could be wrong. because I have been wrong before. On top of that, y'all know about the whole Twitter ban, which is a fucking joke at this point because, yeah, you banned it from Twitter, but you literally, you use this nigga. You use this nigga for the better part of a decade because that helped your platform grow. You know what I'm saying? You did this shit. Twitter, you did this shit. Ain't no one trying to hear that shit. Facebook, you're up next. Apparently, y'all got him suspended from my readings. Could be wrong about that too. Because I don't give a shit. But honestly, social media platforms, we all know your end game is to get more people onto your platforms so you can run your fucking ads that you are paid millions and billions of dollars to damn do. So for goodbye shit. And having a guy like Donald Trump on your platform, as controversial as it may be, helps put your platform in the spotlight. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. I don't give a fuck if it was Motor Trend, the app. Like, having his presence there does a lot for people. I was even watching a Vlad TV interview the other day where he said that Trump could probably start his own fucking party. And there's been talks that he might. But if he does that, there's literally no guarantee. There's no way he'll become president again if he does that. Because let's be real, all he's going to do is split the Republican votes. That's all he's going to do. If this nigga decides to form his own party outside of Democrat and Republican and run again, all he's going to do is split up the Republican votes, who are already on the fence about for this thing again. But keep in mind, if he decides to run, if he can run, I guarantee you a majority of his 55 and up people that voted for this nigga in 2020 are not going to still be alive by then. And if he doesn't try to run until 2028, that number gets cut even further down the damn line. So we really don't have shit to worry about. When you think about it, what the fuck could possibly happen? What the fuck could this nigga possibly do? Honestly. Honest fucking leave. What could this nigga fucking do? Nothing. Nothing. The world has definitely learned from having this guy in office. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm quite pleased. I would hope that the last 4 years have been a fucking wake-up call. How coincidental that I am actually running this episode of The Draft on President's Day. Some of you niggas off, some of you niggas not. It's strange. Strange how all this shit played out ultimately. But can't really be mad at it. I actually do want to see what the nigga might do next, personally, because, you know, love Donald Trump ahead of him. He's an interesting character. Even me speaking this nigga's name up right now probably gives him an unseen boner that he doesn't know is being caused by his name being spoken up so many fucking times. He's that full of himself. But one thing I will miss in regards to that is hearing this nigga speak, because, man, if he is silenced out completely, that would be fucking nuts. I don't think the world, we can have a world, I don't think we can have a world at this point that does not have Donald J. Trump speaking. I just fucking don't. Yo, I just don't see it happening. That would be nuts. You need guys like him. You honestly do. You need guys like Donald Trump on the planet to make shit interesting. For better or for worse. I mean, yeah, you got your Elon Musk. You have, you know, your Dave Chappelle's and shit. But honestly, you need a Donald Trump in the world. Maybe not behind office, but like you need a Donald Trump in the world. You just do. Well, maybe not everybody, but you need a Donald Trump in the world. This woman will start whipping her kid's ass while I'm trying to do this stream. Pardon me, folks. It happens. I'm in a black household, G. Where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah. You need that. You need a him in the world. You just do. Just fucking do. I'm actually checking something online right now because I want to see something. Just trying to check a little something. Some little information for your mind. Hold up. I want to make sure I get this. Let me get it right now. That reminds me. Did you see the shit with the Gorilla Glue girl, man? Like suing the fucking dog. That just fucked me. And the dumbass nigga that decided to put it on his fucking lips because he thought the shit wasn't real. Bro, you had that coming completely. And you fucking deserve everything your lips had coming to them. Like, honestly, what was the point of that? What was honestly the motherfucking point of that? You know better. You goddamn know better. And here you are, putting on your lips. Back to Donald Trump. I just had to segue out there for a second because I don't want to look like I'm rambling. If you need no further proof that white privilege is real, look no further than what the fuck just happened. Like, you literally have a guy who has committed low-key treason, staged a coup in not so many fucking words through his words. Okay? Got a whole bunch of stupid-ass white people. I'm going to say that. Stupid-ass white people going to storm the fucking Capitol. Not even a whole fucking like 5 weeks ago. And it's like, this fuck's clean the fuck off. Like he ain't do shit. Dog. I don't understand how you could possibly get away with shit like that. And the only repercussions he's suffering is to silence his social media presence. How the fuck does that help the nation heal? How does that help the people of this country? The fuck does that say about the law in general and who the fuck it's really for? What it says about the shift of power and what that means for both me and others like me, even others not like me. What does that say? They could just cleanly go about his business. Go back to New York City or Florida, wherever the fuck he want to hide out. He might be at Kanye's ranch for all I got them know. But what does that say to the people if you allow this kind of shit to fly? But then you want to pretend to put the pressure on the next president. You've literally set the bar so low at this point. If Joe Biden decided to whip his dick out in public and slap Kamala Harris in his mouth with it, her mouth, whatever, the fuck you gonna do? You mean tell me a motherfucker have niggas try to take over the goddamn Capitol, and now after that you want to wake the fuck up? Like really? Now you want to wake the fuck up? School shooting happens. We need gun control. You try to take our guns. Now the shit we're saying makes sense about how simple preventative measures need to be in place so that shit like this is happening again. I do not understand this shit. I do not get this shit. Where are your priorities at this point? This is terrible. Fuck you mean? Even in the middle of the latest like hearing on the Capitol. I don't know if this was the impeachment trial, but like this guy is speaking and the Senate begins to laugh their asses off. They're fucking laughing at this shit. They are laughing like this is no big deal. Like he ain't saying some real shit. They're laughing. You have no clearer evidence of where the country stands as a whole when someone in the middle of our capital is talking about serious matters, has not told a single goddamn joke, and everyone bursts into fucking tears. Laughter, my nigga. Laughter. It really makes me feel for the people that live here, the people that want to come here, that believe that this is the land of opportunity. But what? The opportunity of what exactly? This really what the fuck folks that are coming to this country got to look forward to? I want to get the fuck out. But then, not too many options for me. I'm a black guy with a wife and two goddamn kids doing barely above the medium household income. You expect me to leave this bitch and go where exactly? But if I'm here, that's what I got to deal with. And yet I still, but don't get me wrong, as fucked up as all this shit is, it is entertaining, no less. I feel like that's the only thing that keeps me not being too upset about it. I've grown numb to it, you could say. And it's unfortunate that I have grown numb to it, but I've grown numb to it. Many of us have grown numb to it. Largely because we expect this shit, and what the fuck can we do about it? We went out, we voted, we spoke, and this is the fuck what we get. That's kind of what, not the segue, makes people not trust, our government or even the system itself. When you can do your part into making said system work and it still yields you shit results. What the fuck would give people incentive to vote, mobilize, speak, protest? What would give them incentive to do something if this is the outcome you ultimately get? To have our new president come into office and start doing things to pacify folks, but not necessarily right wrongs, even the playing field and such. How do you make that work? How do you explain it to people? How the fuck do I explain that to my kids? Huh? How the fuck do I explain that to my children? How the fuck do I explain that to my grandkids? I can't even explain this shit to my parents now. When they ask questions, in case they don't fucking know, like, how the fuck do I explain that type of shit? I'm a fairly intelligent person, but the shit I am noticing just over the last 2 years alone, you blow my fucking mind. I can't. You could not come to this country, run into Anton Deshaun motherfucking Johnson, federal Ranga, the biggest of homies, and say, break this shit down for me so I get it. I cannot help you. I can't help you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Lost. Lost is all I have. That's all I can tell you. I'm lost. Because the shit don't make any sense to me either. I would just simply hope that moving forward, the things we choose to do with this country with this new administration. We take the lessons learned from the last 4 years. If you really want to take it a step further, the last 20 years. So at the time that I grew up and whatnot. Because the last 20 years have been crazy. Nothing short of insane, for better or for worse. But these last 20% of the last 20 years, shit just hit different. Super different. But once again, how do you explain that to a single mother of 4 kids? How do you explain that to some guy with a job who's been living out his fucking Chevy Blazer for the last 2 years? Hell, how do you make that make sense? Did you yawn too? I'm fucking with you. How do you make it make sense? How do you explain that? How do you give hope to people in those situations when this is what the fucking happened to someone who doesn't deserve that type of past? How do you explain that? How do you prove that the system works for everyone and watch it not for a few people? Like, I don't even know what the fuck it is about this nigga at this point that just made all this shit seem so normal. Because it's not. It's not normal. Shit is not okay. It's not cool. It shouldn't be inexplicable. There needs to be consequences. There needs to be change. Like, no, that that shit ain't right. And again, going back to the whole social media shit, the fuck we care if he's not on Twitter and Facebook and shit anymore. You act like the people who he harmed most with the shit he did, like, we're friends with this nigga on Facebook. No one gives a fuck what Donald Trump tweets. It makes great meme material. That's it. We just want to see what the nigga gonna say so we can meme the shit. Because we don't even know if he mean the shit. That's it. Donald Trump provided entertainment for the greater part of the last 10 years via Twitter. The last 20 years being in the public, TV shows, and then being the president. That's all he's done, provide entertainment. And show the ineptitude of this goddamn country and its government. All in one clean sweep. That's smooth as fuck, yo. And then to get away with it. Scott fucking free. I don't believe it. Y'all are something the fuck else, man. I swear, yo. I fucking swear. I don't see how y'all do it. And then you know what? I'm gonna say this. It's only become normalized to black people because we watch y'all do bullshit like this all the fucking time. From a small to a big scale. So this don't shock us one damn bit. White folks, y'all shock us like, oh shit, you mean we could be affected by things too? Yeah, you can. You absolutely the fuck can. Jesus Christ, man. In any case, I still wonder what's next for the man. I wonder how the new administration has learned from this man's mistakes and what they plan to do next, because that ultimately matters. It ultimately does matter. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it, okay? Because man, after what we just went through, I keep putting air quotes up because like I don't take it as serious as most people do. Largely because I don't know the gravity of what this man has caused, but I also can't really see it. I watch news enough, but I'm not seeing like the super adverse effects. Like long term, I get all that. I feel like the only really two dangerous things this nigga did, three things, was pull us out of the Paris Accord, which dealt with climate change and tackling it worldwide. His mishandling of the pandemic of 2020, still going on right now because of that mishandling, and lastly, selecting a Supreme Court justice before he left the fuck out. A person who will shape the foundation, I'm sorry, will shape, decisions, really big decisions for decades to come. Decisions that can affect you and me, my brown people, and even some of you bleach demons out there. So don't think shit's sweet. 'Cause boy, it is not. It is not for a second. But even with that being said, it's still kind of fucking funny. I'll give it that. I guess I'm just nonchalant about it because I'm a fucking survivor. I can say that. I survived. I survived 2020. I survived 45. Nigga, we made it. We did that. Onward and upward, I say. But yeah, it's nuts. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. I'll be back next Monday. But I will be back this Friday. Ho ho at your return. Sorry we missed y'all this Friday, but I got y'all this Friday, I promise. I got y'all this Friday. Nevertheless, and I digress. You guys don't forget to follow us everywhere at Speak Up PC. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter. I know I said that. Instagram, Twitter, Speak Up PC. Like the channel, share, subscribe, all that good shit. You can follow Moth, wherever the fuck you can find this nigga. You can follow Noir Intellect, where you can find that nigga. You can follow Vosi, SR Vosi, or Mr. Vosi, most fucking places. Might be Sir Vosi, I'm not sure. You can't find me nowhere. I'm off the social media shit. By the way, random thought before I leave. That's real as fuck though. I just hate when you streaming on like a phone and then like the cam, make sure like you got like more beard than you share. Like if I had some beard like this, it'd be cool. But then you turn, you realize I ain't got shit over here. What the fuck is this? I got nothing. It's whack, man. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to the Supreme Court. Shout out to my chillins. Shout out to the mothers. I've been Federal Ranga. Pieces. No, seriously, I'm out.